Alright, let's move on to chapter 2 of Spirit of the Stars. Yeah, let's do this. Spirit of the Stars, chapter 2, In the View of Jake. I came back to talk to Sin and tell him what's going on with the world. Okay. The meeting had taken 3 whole hours to reach a decision. Again, with the 3 hours, geez, that's long. I expected him to be waiting patiently. I don't know why I'm going, I expected him to be waiting patiently, just sitting and waiting for me to come back, but any sane person would find something to do for 3 hours. Hopefully nothing too destructive. Dot, dot, dot. But of course I was wrong. Sin was using his black sweatshirt. Oh, he had his black sweatshirt on, alright. To slap away the fireflies surrounding him. They really are jerks, aren't they? That's the story talking, not me. I want to I want I walk to him and tell him to stop swinging at the fireflies. He stares at me with a dumb face and asks me, "Why do I have to, why do I have to stop? They came after me. I was just trying to get an apple." Granted, he is really weird, and I probably shouldn't question what he does or be punished with a stupid answer. I had to ask, "Where do you think you were? Where do you think you were going to get an apple? There are no trees here, you know, and no apple trees in the whole city." That would suck for Applejack. Uh, he doesn't say anything, but he. Oh, that's not supposed to be in quotes. That's not supposed to be in quotes. He doesn't say anything, but he points to where another group of fireflies are, and they are holding 3 apples. I can't believe where they got the apples. I can't believe where they got the apples, and that Sin was right about there being apples. I take a step to go after the apples, but a voice interrupted me. "Jake, you need to stay focused." I hear in my head. I realize that Orion. I'm sorry, it's Orion. "Jake, you need to stay focused." I'm gonna move the camera down a little bit. "Jake, you need to stay focused." I hear in my head. I realize that Orion was reminding me that I need to tell Sin what's going on. "Sin," I yell at him, "pay attention." He turns and looks at me with a scared look on his face. I look at him and he's holding something in his hand. It's an apple from the fireflies. I simply sigh. How did you even get that apple? I don't care because there are more important things to worry about right now. I was told by the stars to tell you what's going on and what's going to happen. All right then, but I have a feeling I knew what. All right then, but I have a feeling I knew it all along. Sin says with a smug look on his face. It's really hard not to punch this guy. What? What was that face? What was that face? Oh my god. I'm sorry. Moving on. Ah. Um. I'm sorry. And by the way, the voice that I'm doing when I'm talking Sin's character, I don't want to sound mean, Sin, but that's sort of how you sound. I'm sorry. You might just like. I have to get this name right. I literally do have to get this name right. Is it? I'm trying to find out. Hold on. He is the. Is it? What? Okay, hold on. Is it Berry Bubble or is it? Yeah, it's Berry Bubble. It's Berry Bubble, not Bubbleberry. But Bubbleberry sounds better though, but it's apparently Berry Bubble. Yeah. Um, there was a full name to him somewhere. I can remember. Um, ah, what am I doing? Moving on. Yeah, basically he's the living embodiment of Berry Bubble. You don't know who he is, check him out. You notice how the stars aren't all there, right? Well, that's because they're disappearing. And not even the stars that are still around know why. It could be that an evil force is coming in order to destroy the stars that have watched over us for as long as we remember in order to throw the world into chaos, or the in-laws are coming to visit. Something of that line reminds me of Doctor Who. I don't know why. It just reminds me of Doctor Who. It's like, oh, the stars are going into chaos, or it's just the in-laws coming in. But we are going to assume it's the first one. And the stars have told me that you are the only one that can save the world. Oh, Sin saving the world in real life? For sure. Uh, I had to look at this from a different angle. I'm sorry. I had to switch the camera around and, hold on. Got to switch this around because I'm looking at this horribly. I'm like, here's the camera, and here's the story. I'm like, here's the camera, here's the storyline. So, I want more like, here's the camera, and here's the storyline. So, alright, moving on. No, I'm just like, okay, anyway, I gotta move on here. I'm almost 10 minutes left. Sin looks at me like I told him something straight out of some idiot's imagination, and it probably does, considering how strange people are today. He shakes his head quickly, like he's trying to wake himself up. He then looks at me and says, "Oh, you're done? Well, I was way off of my guess. I shouldn't ask him what his guess was for the sake of my sanity, but my curiosity got the better of me." What did you think I was going to say? To you. Just add the to you at the end. What did you think I was going to say to you? I asked. I thought that you were going to say that you were a ballerina, and that you like to dance in the sugar forest while singing rhymes that little kids sing when they play jump rope and watch My Little Pony and a living version of Rainbow Blitz, and a living embodiment of Rainbow Blitz, because you act that way. He says with a serious face. Or Dustshine, who knows? He says with a serious face. I can't believe he just said that. That's probably your response to that, Sin. Yeah, that's your response to that. That is your response. I can't believe you just said that, Nick. Oh, I'm sorry, Justin. No, sorry. He just said that I am a ballerina! The world is doomed, I say while trying to hold in all my anger. Sin simply says in response, I wouldn't say that. Seems more like your sanity is. I lost it. I couldn't hold in my anger anymore. I yell at him, oh, how could I forget about that? You are driving me insane! Sin says with a what? Sin says with a bit of what? Oh. Sin says with a bit of anger in his voice as well. Well, you're not too sane to begin with if you talk to stars for a living. I just couldn't hold it anymore. I punched him hard across the face, in his left cheek. Do you know what you just did? He attempts to say, sounding threatening. Yeah, I just punched you because you are irritating. If it comes to you, so save the world. It will be after to save the world. If it comes to you to save the world, it will be after I die trying. Sin was getting very angry. I'm sorry, I'm getting raspy at this. I could see in his blue eyes. I never really noticed. No, that your eyes, dude, are not blue. If they are, I'm sorry, I haven't noticed. God, that sounds wrong. He started to grit his teeth. Don't you talk to me like that, he says softly. I can talk to you any way I want. You're nothing but a lazy little jerk who can't find a job. I yell. Oh, that's the yell. I can talk to you any way I want. You're nothing but a lazy jerk who can't find a job, I yell at him. Shut your mouth. You basically dragged me here, he argues. You were ahead of me for most of the walk here, I point out. I thought I knew where you were going and tried to get there faster. Well, you didn't. You're nothing but a sloven guy who thinks he's always right, I say to him. That made him snap. He yells, shut up, and he grabs me and throws me on the ground to his left. Oh, I'm running out of time here. I get up and try to punch him while saying, so you wanna fight? But he moves just so slightly that I miss my punch. Then he proceeds to punch my heart in the stomach. Punch me hard in the stomach. Grammar. He says while my head is near his shoulder, while he punched me. What do you think? I'm not trying to hug you. I recover quickly and go after him, making it look like I'm trying to punch him again, but I instead kick him right in the back. He yells in pain really quick, and I attempt to roundhouse kick Roadhouse him, but he catches my leg right as it's about to hit him. I'm sorry, dude. The grammar is just it's not messing up the story. It's just work on it. Just work on it. I'm sorry. He then flips me over rather than being flipped off. But not before I grab him by the neck and pull him down to land on his face. I lay on the ground for half a minute recovering, but decided not to try to fight him again. He looks at me angrily. I break the silence by saying, "You are actually good at fighting. Where'd you learn to fight like that?" He answers, I took a karate class when I was younger. I was the first and fastest one out of my class and to earn a black belt. And I learned how to assess a situation really quick by playing a lot of video games. I look at him really quick and say, "Video games taught you something? Huh. I guess people just need something to blame for some kids being idiots." Sin Hadley says, "You think?" Well, you definitely have some potential. I'll train you, I tell him. He jumps up and states, "I know a great place, come on!" He runs off very fast, almost too fast for a regular human, while screaming in joy. Just like Pinky. Or something like that, I don't know. I don't know why that reminds me of Pinky. I say to myself in my head, he is weird, but he really has some potential. I stop to hear that there is screaming off in the distance where Sin ran off to. But he is an idiot, I say out loud. I take one glance at the stars, hoping that they will be alright, then run off to see where Sin is, into the damage he caused. End of chapter 2. So, yeah, that's it. That's all he has right now. It's those 2 chapters. But yeah, I mean, if you guys again want to check this out, go ahead. If you have a DeviantArt account, make sure you follow him at Sin Curtiz. That's SINKURTIZ. Make sure you log in and friend him. And just for a little extra bonus, comment Solar Ray sent me here. That's what you should do. Comment Solar Ray sent me here. And he'll probably know. Unless I actually decide to show him these videos, in which case, oops. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, and hopefully he comes out with chapter 3 later on. So, yeah. Later, guys. Oh. No. I almost tried to do the outro with a, J-Bob 451 thing. Just did. I'm sorry I didn't do those for the intros of these videos. That's more of a pony thing. This isn't pony, so yeah. Anyway, see you guys then.